I know AI has, you know, help a lot of people, solo founders, get initial products out. Do you think a non-technical founder can deploy something that people actually use, or have you seen that?
Yeah, it's hard though. It's like an amateur building a race car. Like, the thing is with AI these days, you can obviously build a lot more than you used to be able to build, and that's cool. But it's still a race car engine. And so you can build basic, but like basic, it's very hard to make basic a multi-billion-dollar company.
Yeah, that's true. So there's domain expertise that you still need in a lot of these. Going back to getting funded, it's AI a requirement for you to invest in a company?
No,
No.
customer transformation is a requirement. And so I think AI is pretty much in everything now. I think it's like saying, God, I remember years ago, people would always say, I need AI. And everybody would be like, well, we're AI. Like, okay. And so, yeah, look, you just need transformation. Like to build out, when you buy a house, yeah, you need cement and everything because there's tornadoes, but you don't need it in the flower bed and you don't need it in the garden to put the trees on top of. And you definitely don't need it under the swing. So I think that, like, depending on the complexity of what you're building, there would be a certain amount of AI which is built in already. But the bigger thing is going to be like, what are you going to build around that? That's going to be like super important for the transformative impact for the customer.
Right. And going back to something that you said at the beginning, you mentioned social media, right? You said like make sure that you have presence, right? People know who you are. Um, how big of a factor is it for you to invest in a company when it comes to let me see their.
And not big because our companies are very early. I remember in crypto when crypto got really big, everybody would look at the Twitter following and base literally a whole funding round on Twitter, which was like our X, which was like super bizarre to me. For me, everything is just really about um, building out just great product and having the customer being transformed from it and being able to demonstrate that, and also showing that the cost of that the customer friction is very low to buy, and that the market is very big. That's the kind of the inverse equation that you're looking for.
Cool. Well, yeah. Anything else that you would like people to know when it comes to the environment now for startups? Are you optimistic? Are you pessimistic? Want them to come and look for you, or uh,
Yes, people
yeah.
can always come to me. So a couple of things. Market overview. It is on one side of it a great market. SpaceX have gone public, lots of liquidity in the market, like private markets, not public markets. A lot of people lost money in the public markets, but not in the private markets. Anthropic going to go public, OpenAI going to go public. Everybody very excited about what's happening. You also have a lot of money being funneled into very few companies, which means it's a scary time in the market. So if you're a founder, you have to work 4 times harder to be able to bring the money in. If you're an investor, exactly the same. Everybody, and I mean everybody, has to bring in exceptional returns to be able to get investment put into them. Like I said, we've just been very fortunate that our thesis has allowed us to get really good returns. We always buy in at the lowest price. We always get the lowest Series A price, and we always get the lowest private equity price. We also have the best people servicing some of the highest value customers, highest value clients, our investments. So that means that we're in a position to go really aggressive and get better returns on bigger deals than anybody else is able to do. So I love the space right now. I love venture right now. I love the innovation right now. I love the fact that everybody's looking at space, everybody's looking at AI, everybody's looking at data centers, everybody's looking at the entire infrastructure about how the world is going to turn in the next 6 to 12 years. And from our side of it, like, we're very confident and very determined that we're going to be a central